I think we also welcome the recommendation to have the indicator handbook as the mechanism for then tracking our progress. And this is what we will then move forward with in our joint sector working groups going forward, and that we will redesign where necessary and make tweaks to whatever programs we are implementing so that we align perfectly to make sure that the next 5 years, and I think PS has indicated it's the last 5 years, we do move a few steps forward to implementation of our SDG. Your Excellency, we want to take advantage now that charity begins at home. We have identified a few places we can speak to on some of the programs ODP is specifically implementing. We have the boy-child program under the Office of the Spouse. There are quite some fine alignments we have seen with programs being run to reintegrate young children back to school. We have an alcohol problem we know we are dealing with. Rehabilitation of this youth is a particular concern for us. We have the widows projects that are being focused on how to ensure that we are protecting these vulnerable groups, but more importantly, aligning them to other integrated programs within the office, restoration of the Nairobi River, for example. So we look forward to direct engagements with each of these entities that are here as part of our strategy, so that we make sure that Jane is also running with our own internals as we move towards coordinating all the rest. And lastly, I think one of the points we had reiterated before, we would want to do that again, is that the development financing framework must also begin aligning with the value chain logic. And I think that's what we've been trying to emphasize as we move forward, so that when we are financing any projects or initiatives, we can see the connection with the next series of programs and activities. So I want to thank all of us for coming, and now invite His Excellency the Deputy President to make his closing remarks. Please be standing and let us give him a hand clap. A clap, please.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of us in this room, more so our friends from the UN family, for the very insightful engagement, and for the government team for their very appropriate responses. Let me re-emphasize that continuous engagement with our partners is a modus operandi of the Ruto administration. We believe, and I think rightly so, that a good idea must give room to a better idea. A better idea ultimately should give in and give room to the best idea. None of us has the monopoly of knowledge, and continuous engagement enriches our thinking. We as an administration want to continue engaging continuously with our partners, because that way we become better people. It is true there has been concern that we are having too many meetings. We are talking too much, which is also good to talk, but it's the time now to apply resources to the real interventions out there in the field. I agree with Dr. Jackson that there are many places you can meet outside Naivasha and Mombasa, including here. The only problem is that when you go to Naivasha and Mombasa, you pay the bills. When you come here, you leave the bills to me. So I'm willing, at a fee that is negotiated, to hold meetings here, so that you also don't leave me struggling with bills. Let me say that the President anchored this coordination role to this office to give impetus to efficiency and seamless coordination of development partners programs. At this level, the presidency, we have the right gravitas to make sure that things are moving. It becomes much easier to coordinate government and coordinate government reactions and responses and interventions. Our unit for coordination at Ajin is now fully functional. We have a full floor on 6th floor in Harare House Annex with all the facilities, state-of-the-art conference rooms, all manner of communication facilities. So when you have something that you think you need government intervention to move a little bit faster, call on 6th floor in Harambee House Annex. You'll be well attended. There are people there to listen to you, to make all the necessary calls, to set up quick meetings across government. At the highest level of government, this last week, I met with the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Attorney General, the CS National Treasury, again, just to make sure that things are moving in the right speed. So the UN family, this is your home, and we don't take for granted the programs that you have for our beautiful country. And again, I remain forever indebted to all of you for the support that you gave us when we had the worst drought in 40 years. I don't know what we would have done without your support and interventions. Again, we are very excited by the ongoing plans to enhance the UN presence in this country by enlarging the facilities at Gigiri so that UN can be very strong in the global south here in Nairobi. Nairobi remains a good destination. We have a very secure environment. For the last 2 years, our security has been upgraded to the highest level possible anywhere in the world. We have no incidents of terrorism. We have no incidents of mugging, carjacking, bank robberies. Nairobi is as safe as New York, as Geneva. So we are really looking forward to fast-tracking that program to enhance and upgrade the UN facilities in Gigiri so that this can be the diplomatic center of the UN in the global south. And we are always looking forward. And for those of you who serve here, when your time comes to retire, there's no need to go back to where you came from. You can retire here. It's a good place. Our people are very hospitable. Our people are warm. They are lovely people. They are good people. I don't know why you want to go and live elsewhere. You can just live here. So I want to say, finally, I want to thank the UN family and our officers in government. Let us continue with this engagement. You can never go wrong by engaging. Let us continue engaging. Let us continue doing an audit on what we are doing and improving every day and getting better every day. And I'm sure with that kind of engagement, we'll be able to goals, we'll be able to implement our programs, and we'll be able to make lives much better for our people. So once more, I want to say asanteni sana. Thank you very much. I wish you well. We are around. We'll continue with these engagements. And whenever you think that you need to have me around, I'm always available at short notice because that's what I'm paid to do. And I get a salary every 30th, so I must earn it by just being available to engage. And once we do that, we'll be better people and we'll achieve much more than we would have if we were not engaging. So with those very many remarks, asanteni sana, go well and greet those that you find wherever you go. Madam, as you go to your new duty station, I remember with a lot of fond memories the support you gave us in Rome. I would have wished if it were in my power for you to stay around a little bit longer, but the matter is beyond me, so ours is to wish you well. But please be coming to visit us. We are not bad people. And when you finish your tour of duty, you may want to come and settle here. Thank you very much. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Asanteni.
Your Excellency, we wish to request for a photo session with the resident coordinator, Dr. Stephen Jackson, please. We're going to have 2 sets of photos. Your